Earlier this year, I was having a lot of abdominal pain. I went to my doctor and she ordered for me to go get an ultrasound. The ultrasound revealed I had an ovarian cyst. It was quite large. It was a little over 6 centimeters in diameter. With that being said, I thought I needed surgery. I started doing research on which surgeon I should choose to have my surgery done with. I did a very extensive search and I found a doctor who was quite far away from me. I began the process of getting in to see the provider, and then at the last moment, I found out the provider is moving across the country to a different clinic and she will no longer see patients at the current clinic. So I need to find a different medical provider. After all that happened, I ended up getting very sick with sepsis. The sepsis was caused from an infection from my IV nutrition called TPN. The TPN was harboring a fungus. The fungus infused through my PICC line and ended up setting up shop in my brain. It ruminated there for a couple months, creating a bigger and bigger infection until one day it finally caused sepsis and I was very, very sick. I went to the emergency department and I was nearly sent home from the emergency department because although I was sick and sick with sepsis, the infection, because it was fungal, was not causing my white blood cell count to go very, very high. Also, I had taken Tylenol before going to the emergency department and I was not running a fever at the emergency department. So there was a lot to that hospitalization. But it ended up, I was released home with antifungal medication. I had a lot of ups and downs with that. I was trying to find a medical provider because this infection just did not happen overnight. It took many months to set up. It's going to take several months for it to be killed. I finally found a medical provider who would provide treatment, and he agreed that it needs several months of treatment for this infection. With that all being said, now that I have this infection, it's in my brain and it's going to take a very, very long time for this infection to be treated. Everything for endometriosis and for getting the ovarian cyst has been stopped because you cannot have surgery with an infection. And furthermore, we don't want to have surgery with an infection because we want to make sure my body is completely healthy and as good as it's going to be before going to surgery. So everything has come to a halt regarding my endometriosis and possible surgery. I'm going to wait until I'm completely over this infection in my brain. Once the infection is cleared and everybody, my medical provider, myself, everybody feels happy that this infection is gone and that my health has returned to normal, then I will once again pursue a doctor regarding the ovarian cyst, whether we should get it removed, whether we should keep it, whether I want to have endometriosis excision surgery because I am having a tremendous amount of abdominal pain, which is most likely from endometriosis. I have a history of endometriosis and I have had in the past, in 2022, I had endometriosis excision surgery to get rid of the endometriosis, but it seems it has come back. That is everything which has been happening. It's been very, very chaotic and trying to coordinate things and trying to look for a doctor, but then I got really sick and then we had to decide, is doing surgery something we really need to do? And the answer is no, not at this time. We have time to wait. This ovarian cyst at this moment is not something seriously life-threatening. It's not massive. It's not causing a tremendous amount of pain. So we are just going to let this go for a little while, wait for this infection to clear, and then we're going to reevaluate everything. I'm going to try to find a endometriosis specialist and see what him or her have to say about my endometriosis and what he or she wants to do about it. So thank you so much for joining me. Please remember to like and subscribe down below. Please also remember to comment and share. It really helps my YouTube channel. I hope you have a great day and a wonderful week. Bye-bye.